Okay guys, if you're doing a hinge workout where you're going to be deadlifting a lot, bending over to pick up weight, check out this video. It's a warm-up activation for this type of workup, so it'll get your muscles warmed up a little bit and start to get things activated so you can then progress further into your workout. Okay, so to start out, I'm just going to lay on the back and start working on the breath, and we're using the diaphragm. So I'm putting my hands on my stomach to start and breathing so that my belly pushes straight up. Then hands on the side and I'm pushing my hands straight out. So I'm trying to activate those obliques. Push out. Finally, I'll finish up putting my hands under my back, pressing my hands into the floor. You want to expand that whole core in a perfect circle. Okay, this is my favorite stretch for the psoas muscle, aka the hip flexor. We're going to go up into a half kneel here. And then a couple things positionally. We're going to rotate the hip out. And then we're going to tip the pelvis back. And once we have that tip back, we can sink forward. You should feel it on this leg here. If you add a little rotation, you'll get even more. But the key with this is you have to keep that posterior pelvic tilt. So I'm here, got my hip out, and then rather than here, here's an anterior pelvic tilt, here's a posterior. So I have my hips rotated back, my back is flat, and I'm gonna sink forward, and I get a really good stretch through this right hip flexor. This is called a Mackenzie extension or a prone press up. So I'm laying face down, my hands are in line with my shoulders. I'm pressing myself up and hinging right at my low back, right at the belt line. So I wanna feel extension in the low back. This decompresses the lower back in the front and opens up the lumbar spine. So again, push up, extend through the belt. Okay, next we have hip circles. So I'm gonna have one leg forward, one leg back. The leg back's gonna be straight. The front one's gonna have slight bend. And then from here, we're gonna establish a good pressure within our core. Breathe out. And then we're just making a box with our back leg. So I'm gonna sink back, over, up, and across. Back, over, up, and across. Make a box, kind of like a circle. You can see I'm already kind of losing my neutrality here, so I'm going to work hard at that. This is resembling a circle, but we don't want to do a hula hoop motion with our pelvis. We want to be really consistent and have good quality of movement. Here we are from the side, so I got my back leg straight. So you can start on either one. I'm going to go in, back, out, forward, in, back, out, forward. That pattern. So we're getting a lot of activation in the ball of the hip here, as well as activating the muscles around us. So this is a really good workout to do prior to lifting. So I would do 5 to 10 on each side for that. Okay, here is a deadlift from a half kneeling position on one side. This is a great activity to do before a hinge-based workout, especially deadlift, clean, snatch, anything like that. So I'm going to show from this plane first. So we're going to be on one knee with the other one back here. And then the move itself, you're going to kick the hips back, hinge at the hips, straight back, down. You could have a light kettlebell here, and then it's a normal extension up as if you were deadlifting. So up on the side too. So again, I'm here. I have a straight back to start. Then I'm going to sink back, hinge at the hips, grab whatever I'm lifting, and extend to your normal deadlift position, like so. So one more time. Sink back, hinge, grab, and up. So do 10 on both sides.